left before we move to qualification. There is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Look at not Clinton Kakaden go. They're really giving it some jandal now. The first flyer is always a bit of a reconnaissance mission, a mix of caution and raw pace.
You bet, Rob. They're mapping out the track, feeling out the grip levels, and getting a sense of how the car's performing today. It's a crucial lap for building confidence.
There's the first flying lap for Renault 99, hitting 1:20.946. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Not Clinton Kakaden has a best lap time of 1:19.079. Hey Hal, you reckon these drivers ever get tired of going round and round during practice?
Well, Rob, repetition is the key. Every lap gives you data, insights, and an edge over the competition.
Not Clinton Kakaden has a best lap time of 1:19.079. Sunrider posted a 1:20.879 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Not Clinton Kakaden's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 1:19.366. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Sunrider's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 1:20.879. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Alright, Mr. Bang has put down a 1:25.049. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that radical state route free.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
There's the first flying lap for Renault per 99, hitting 3:38.421. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Mr. Bang crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 1:25.049. They're getting to grips with Mosport 2023, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
You ever think about what's ticking inside a driver's noggin during these laps?
All the time. It's a mix of analyzing, strategizing, and adapting. Every corner, every straight is a puzzle, and they're trying to solve it at full speed.
Let's talk rubber. Tire pressures ain't just about pumping them up and hitting the road. It's like a fine art.
Couldn't have said it better. Tire pressures can dramatically impact the contact patch, the actual bit of tire touching the tarmac. Too high and you lose temperature and grip, too low, and you risk overheating, uneven wear, or even a blowout. Each tire will have its own sweet spot where they grip best.
Megasaurus 55 has a best lap time of 1:23.358. With just 168 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Megasaurus 55 posted 1:21.144 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Sunrider has a best lap time of 1:19.156. And off goes Richard Rossia, easing into the rhythm of Mosport 2023. This lap is like the first sip of your morning coffee, waking up the senses, priming the engines.
Yeah, it's about syncing up with the machine, getting that perfect harmony between driver and car. It's like a prelude to a symphony that's about to unfold on the track.
Alright, Megasaurus 55 has put down a 1:21.475. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that radical state route free.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
And away goes Richard Rossia, charging down Quebec corner like a bull at a gate. This lap's where they set the tone for the session.
Indeed, Rob, it's about laying down a marker, seeing how the car responds when they dial everything up to 11. They're testing the waters, but also setting their own benchmarks.
Oh yeah, these practices aren't just a walkabout in the park. It's here that races are often won or lost.
Absolutely. Back home in North Carolina, we emphasize the setup. A few tweaks during practice can lead to major gains on race day.
It's all about finding that sweet spot during these sessions. Like tuning a didgeridoo, but way faster.
Haha, and a lot noisier. But you're right. In Indy, we fine-tune until it feels just right. Every lap here is a step towards perfection.
Smells Like We is rolling out for the first sniff of the track. It's all about feeling the car, the tarmac, and getting the mind in the zone.
Absolutely, Rob. The out lap is like the opening chapter of a book. It sets the tone for the whole story. They'll be checking how the car's responding, getting a real feel for the conditions today at Mosport 2023.
Let's get this qualifying session underway here at Mosport 2023. Smells Like We is on their out lap. It's an impressive showing by Renault 99 in qualifying. They have set the bar high, leading the way with their exceptional performance. It's a fantastic position to be in, and they will be looking to convert it into a strong race result. A strong showing from Richard Rossia as they currently sit in second. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Richard Rosier has done a fantastic job to claim second. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
What an impressive performance from Renault 99. They are currently leading the pack in this qualification session, showing incredible pace and skill. It's a commanding position for them, and they have set the bar high for their competitors. Renault 99 has completed their outlap. Sunrider has put in a great effort and currently holds 5th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? Sunrider has completed their outlap. Impressive display by Smells Like We. Smells Like We has completed their outlap. Richard Rossier has positioned themselves well in 2nd during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start. Richard Rossier has just completed the lap in 1:19.094. Their best lap so far is 1:19.094, putting them in P2. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Smells Like We has just completed a lap in 1:20.754. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. A solid qualifying performance by Renault 99, positioning them in 5th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
You hit the nail on the head, Rob. Renault 99's current position of 5th is a testament to their skill and determination. Now, they must stay sharp to make the most of this opportunity.
Renault 99 has completed their first flying lap in 1:19.050. A solid performance from Sunrider as they currently hold position 2. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid.
Absolutely, Rob. Sunrider has shown great potential to secure 2nd. It's now a matter of channeling that momentum into a strong performance during the race.
Currently in 7th, Mr. Bang has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. And there goes Sunrider, currently in position 2. They've shown great skill and consistency so far, but with a few minutes left, there's still time to improve their result. Renault 99 has secured a respectable third in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? Looks like Renault 99 is making a statement, securing a spot in third.
Yep, Rob, but there's always room for improvement. Smooth, consistent laps might just be the key to climbing even higher before this session wraps up.
A strong showing from Megasaurus 55 as they currently sit in fifth. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. Megasaurus 55 has just completed that lap in 1:19.998. Their best lap so far is 1:19.880. Putting them in P5, will they be able to hold on to that spot? It's an impressive showing by Mr. Bang, currently in 7th. They've showcased their talent, but will they be able to find those crucial extra tenths of a second to climb higher?
You're spot on, Rob. Mr. Bang's current position of 7th is a testament to their skills and determination. Now, they face the challenge of maintaining their position against hungry rivals.
Mr. Bang has just completed a lap in 1:21.570. Let's see if they can improve on the time further. There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. Incredible drive by Smells Like We so far, earning him 6th on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up? I'm thinking Smells Like We could benefit from tweaking their tyre strategy. That last lap at 1:20.780 isn't cutting it for 6th. A switch to a softer compound might give them the edge they need.
Spot on, Rob. A softer tire could provide that extra grip, but they'll have to manage tire wear carefully. It's a risky play, but it might just pay off.
Richard Rossier has put in a great effort and currently holds 4th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? With Richard Rossier now sitting pretty in 2nd, they have got to be feeling good.
True, but in the world of racing, good isn't always good enough. They've got to keep their eye on the prize and aim for perfection on every turn. It may be difficult for them to improve further on that. Sometimes trying too hard makes you slower. They need to drive smooth and smart.
What a performance from Mr. Bang. Mr. Bang has some work to do as that 1:34.627 is only good enough for 7th. Solid performance from Smells Like We as they currently hold position 6. However, with the session coming to a close, they'll need to find that extra bit of speed if they want to move up the grid. Currently in 7th, Mr. Bang has displayed promising speed during the qualifying session. The real test lies in whether they can convert this performance into a higher grid position. Mr. Bang's latest lap at 1:21.950 isn't cutting the mustard. They're sitting in 7th, which means there's a fair bit of ground to make up.
Yeah, Rob, it's a decent time, but in this game, decent won't get you to the podium. They'll need to dig deeper and find some extra pace.
Impressive display by Megasaurus 55, currently sitting in position 5. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position.
Absolutely, Rob. Megasaurus 55 has put in a remarkable effort to secure 5th. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
Impressive work from Richard Rossier, who has claimed 2nd on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position. A solid qualifying performance by Smells Like We, positioning them in 6th at the moment. The question now is whether they can make further progress and challenge the frontrunners.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Smells Like We's current position of 6th reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
A strong showing from Megasaurus 55 as they currently sit in 5th. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve. Smells Like We has secured a respectable 6th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance?
I couldn't agree more, Rob. Smells Like We has done a fantastic job to claim 6th. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
It's about time Smells Like We considered a different approach. With a 3:24.927, they're stuck in 6th. Maybe a change in brake bias could give him more control in those hard braking zones.
That's a solid point, Rob. Better braking control means they can brake later and harder, making up precious time in the corners.
It's a very still day here at Mosport 2023, as we're getting ready to kick things off.
The tension's building now. This is going to be another great race.
Starting from pole position is a great opportunity for not Clinton Kakaten to take control of the race. Starting from the second position on the grid, we have Richard Rossier. Taking off from the third grid slot is the skilled driver, Sunrider.
Let's see what Sunrider can do.
Holding strong in fourth place is Renault 99.
Another good start for the German driver.
In the fifth position, we have Megasaurus 55 ready to tackle the race ahead.
Could we see a podium result from Megasaurus 55?
Smells Like We is placed in sixth. From the middle of the pack, we have Mr. Bang in seventh place on the starting grid. Blimey, the race has kicked off. Some of these blokes are quicker off the mark than a Roo with a tailwind.
The opening lap is often a hotbed of potential problems. The ability to steer clear of any mishaps will set the stage for a successful race.
You know, they say, steady as she goes, and that's exactly what not Clinton Kakaten's doing. Holding on to one, maybe they've got a trick or two up their sleeve for later.
I for one am really excited, Rob. The rivalry between Not Clinton Kakaten and Richard Rossier has been building before the race, and this is where scores are settled.
All the drivers will be trying to take advantage of the pack whilst they're still bunched up.
I'm really looking forward to seeing how this race unfolds.
As we watch the drivers fight it out in the first lap, I can already feel that this is going to be an epic race.
All the drivers will be jostling for the best position, Rob. Some of them may not make it to the second lap in one piece.
Now, isn't that a sight? Sunrider hanging tight at 3. Maybe they're waiting for everyone else to make their move. Smart as a whip, that one.
It all comes down to this, Rob, where the rubber meets the road. There's no more time for talk, no more practice. The teams have done all they can. Now it comes down to Sunrider to bring it home.
Seems like not Clinton Kakatan is getting in range of Richard Rossia. It's a steady race for not Clinton Kakatan so far. They haven't made any mistakes, and they are maintaining their focus. Whoa there, Sunrider is sticking to not Clinton Kakatan like glue. You reckon not Clinton Kakatan's feeling the pressure? Cause I sure would.
This is where the mental game comes into play. Who will keep their cool under pressure? Sunrider or not Clinton Kakatan? It's anyone's race.
It's an intense battle for position as Megasaurus 55 tries to outmaneuver Sunrider. This is edge-of-your-seat racing.
If Megasaurus 55 pushes too hard, they might find themselves exploring the scenic route, and nobody's got time for sightseeing during a race.
And Sunrider is having to make that radical state route 3 as wide as possible to try and keep Megasaurus 55 behind them.
Every time Sunrider checks that mirror, they've got to be thinking strategy.
Spot on. It's like a chess match at 300 kilometers per hour. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Megasaurus 55 is proper nipping at Sunrider's heels. Are they thinking of making a lunge? Only time will tell. Things are getting spicy as Sunrider is breathing down not Clinton Kakatan's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them.
A misjudgment by either driver could result in a close encounter of the tire barrier kind, and that's one handshake they'll want to avoid.
You know, the way these racers manage their fuel is an art in itself. Reminds me of when I'm trying to eke out the last bit of sauce from a Vegemite jar.
Vegemite again? Man, I'd rather run on empty. But yeah, getting that fuel strategy right is like pacing yourself at a southern buffet. Go too hard too fast, and you won't make it to the pecan pie.
Things are getting spicy now, as Sunrider and Megasaurus 55 look to battle it out for third place.
If racing was a rodeo, Sunrider's riding that bull and not letting go.
Haha, down under we'd say they're clinging on like a possum in a gum tree. Hold on to your seats. Megasaurus 55's turning the heat up on Sunrider, closing in for the kill. Crikey, not Clinton Kakatan thought they were on a boomerang's flight path. Only problem? Didn't come back. Sunrider is pushing really hard, but as we know, pushing too hard can lead to other mistakes, like locking up the brakes or missing a shift. These drivers are walking a tightrope between pushing the limits and making costly errors.
Absolutely, it's all about finding that sweet spot where you're pushing the car to its limits without crossing the line into reckless driving. That's where experience and skill come into play.
Oh, the Megasaurus 55 is in trouble.
They're coming up fast on Mr. Bang, and there's no way they're going to be able to slow down in time.
Looks like someone needs to tell Megasaurus 55 that this isn't a demolition derby. That kind of driving just won't cut it at this level. This is what it's all about, folks. Not Clinton Kakatan is in hot pursuit of Richard Rossia, who's just trying to stay ahead.
Rob, last time I saw not Clinton Kakatan this riled up, there were sparks flying off the track. Get ready for a showdown.
In your experience, Hal, what was the most challenging aspect of maintaining concentration during a race?
The most challenging aspect, Rob, was managing the various inputs and distractions during the race, from radio communication with the team to monitoring car performance and race strategy. It's a delicate balancing act that requires immense mental discipline.
By the looks of it, Sunrider in third is keen to throw another shrimp on the barbie and crank up the heat on not Clinton Kakatan. Hold on to your stubbies.
Shoot, Rob, you ever seen a hound chase a rabbit? That's Sunrider for young, trying to close in on not Clinton Kakatan with every twist and turn of Mosport 2023.
Reminds me of two wombats fighting for the best burrow. Close, intense, and unpredictable.
Oh, this is gripping. With every lap, not Clinton.
Incident alert. Looks like Megasaurus 55 forgot they weren't at Bondi Beach, taking a dive like that. Looks like not Clinton Kakaten is really pushing it to the limit. They're taking those curbs aggressively, but that can unsettle the car and cause handling issues.
Indeed, taking too much curb can upset the car's balance, leading to oversteer or understeer. It's all about finding the right balance between speed and control.
Oh no, what's this? Well, Mr. Bang's spinning like my life in 2020. Someone get him a map? Or a therapist? Blimey, Sunrider's more eager to catch not Clinton Kakaten than a bloke at the bar at last call. Hope he's got the stamina for this chase. If Sunrider doesn't pick up the pace, how, they'll be as relevant as an ashtray on a motorbike. Blimey, not Clinton Kakaten is playing a tight game of footy on this track. Sunrider's got the ball, but no clear shot at the goal just yet.
Sunrider is hunting, but not Clinton Kakaten's making that car wide, really wide. It's a tactical masterclass out there.
Not Clinton Kakaten's in front, but Sunrider is clinging on like a koala to a eucalyptus branch, reducing the gap to 0.7 seconds.
Looks like not Clinton Kakaten's got a hungry wolf in the henhouse, and that's Sunrider.
Look at that, Sunrider is hot on the tail of not Clinton Kakaten.
It's all about finding the perfect opportunity. Sunrider needs to stay patient and wait for not Clinton Kakaten to make a mistake.
The action is heating up here as not Clinton Kakaten is in second, defending from Sunrider, who is only 0.8 seconds away. Not Clinton Kakaten is on a charge. Their split time shows they have upped their pace. Hold on to your stubbies. Sunrider is closing in on not Clinton Kakaten like a bachelor at the end of a bucks night. Hope not Clinton Kakaten either brought some lube or protection. Tire degradations are right pain in the ass, but Sunrider's handling it like a champ. Getting real up close and personal with not Clinton Kakaten, aren't they? This race is getting even more intense. The drivers are pushing each other to the limit.
It's like they're playing a game of chicken, but with cars. And the winner gets to take home the checkered flag and bragging rights.
Ha ha, that's one way to put it. These drivers have to be in top physical and mental shape to compete at this level.
It's like they're training for the Olympics. And like you said, the mental fortitude required to stay focused and alert for the entire race is wild.
I think I need a nap just watching them. If racing were a dance, not Clinton Kakaten would be trying to lead, but Richard Rossier just keeps cutting him. The dance floor is heating up.
Well, butter me up and put me on a biscuit. Not Clinton Kakaten's got a mountain to climb. But no, not Clinton Kakaten. That's just the kind of challenge they like. Like trying to square dance in a roundhouse.
Blimey, not Clinton Kakaten's cranking up the downforce, making every newton of force count. That gap's shrinking faster than my wallet at the pub.
With every lap, I can see not Clinton Kakaten making micro adjustments on that steering wheel, refining traction control. They're itching to show Richard Rossier their taillights.
Blimey, Sunrider is so far back, they might as well stop for a beer at the pub. If they spot my ex there, tell them to drive faster.
Watching Sunrider right now is like reliving my high school track meets. A for effort, D for speed.
This is like the state of origin for not Clinton Kakaten, going full tilt, gunning for the top, and not holding back.
And on my end, it's the Super Bowl vibes all over. Inches away from glory, and every move counts. Hold on to your hats, folks, this is racing at its finest.
It may seem like Megasaurus 55 is far behind, but smells like we can't afford to let their guard down. One mistake could give Megasaurus 55 an opening to catch up.
It's like smells like wheeze out on the open highway and Megasaurus 55 still getting directions at the last gas station. Got a bit of catching up to do.
It's as intense as a Barbie in Midsummer out there for not Clinton Kakaten. They've got their eyes on the prize and won't settle for second.
Exactly, Rob. It's like aiming for that home run in the bottom of the ninth. Swing for the fences and don't look back.
Well, I'd raise a toast to that move. Cheers to not Clinton Kakaten for nabbing first. Not Clinton Kakaten's been working the tire temps, and it's paying off. Grip's better than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Watch out, Richard Rossier. Blimey, not Clinton Kakaten's determination reminds me of Hold Up a Mo. That won't be ideal for smells like weed. The chase music's playing in not Clinton Kakaten's head as they reel in Richard Rossier, moment by nail-biting moment.
It's like watching a hawk circling its prey, waiting for the right moment to swoop.
Sunrider's so far off pace, they might be better off in a hearse. At least then someone would be pushing from behind.
Indeed, the tension is palpable as Sunrider tries to reel in not Clinton Kakaten. But not Clinton Kakaten is not making it easy, maintaining a consistent pace. Can Sunrider find some extra pace to bring the fight to not Clinton Kakaten?
It looks like Sunrider is making a move. The gap to not Clinton Kakaten is now down to 1.5 seconds. Stone the Crows. Not Clinton Kakaten's in second, but if I know them, Richard Rossier's gonna cop an Aussie-style sneak attack real soon. It seems like not Clinton Kakaten is pushing. They are on for recording their best lap so far this race. If Sunrider goes any slower, they'll join me in my failed dreams collection. Front row seats available.
It's a nail-biting race for sure, with both drivers showing incredible skill and determination. But not Clinton Kakaten is not going to give up their position easily. This is going to be a battle to the very end, with Sunrider in P3 doing everything they can to catch up.
Sunrider is trying their best, but can't seem to find the pace to keep up with not Clinton Kakaten at the moment. Sometimes, I feel the strategy behind these races is deeper than a conversation at 3 AM in an outback pub.
You're telling me, it's like planning a family reunion in a small southern town. You've got to consider who's coming, who's feuding, and who's gonna cause a ruckus. Then prepare for it all to change in a heartbeat.
Tell ya what, not Clinton Kakaten's trailing harder than my belt after Christmas dinner. Reckon he's got a plan up his sleeve, or is he just here for the sausage sizzle?
That's right, not Clinton Kakaten in second knows they have to push to the limit if they want to catch up. But Richard Rossier is no slouch, and they're going to be pushing just as hard. It's a battle of skill and will out there.
Not Clinton Kakaten is on a charge. Their split time shows they have upped their pace. While Richard Rossier is not under immediate threat from Not Clinton Kakaten, they still need to stay focused and avoid any errors. Any slip up could cost them their position. Great effort from Richard Rossier. Their last lap was the best we have seen from them. Not Clinton Kakaten's more lost out there than I was after a night at the Gold Coast. And at least I woke up with a kebab in hand.
Dang, Not Clinton Kakaten is so far back, they're in a different time zone. Hope they remember it's race day, not laundry day.
Fair dinkum, Not Clinton Kakaten's lap was so fast it'd beat a wallaby to the watering hole.
Can Not Clinton Kakaten keep improving?
Let's talk about tyre degradation. How does it affect the car's handling and what do drivers need to do to adapt to the changing conditions?
Tire degradation can significantly impact handling, Rob. As the tires wear, the grip reduces, and drivers need to adjust their braking points, cornering speeds, and throttle application to maintain control of the car.
Not Clinton Kakaten is on a mission, chasing Richard Rossier, who's desperately trying to stay ahead.
Sometimes you have to take risks to win, but pushing the car too hard can be a costly mistake. Not Clinton Kakaten needs to be careful not to overdo it.
The crowd is on tenterhooks as Sunrider in third chases after Not Clinton Kakaten. The gap is just over a second, and you can feel the tension in the air. Can Sunrider find a way to catch up? Mate, Sunrider's slower than a wet week. They better buck up or Not Clinton Kakaten's gonna have them for brekkie.
Shucks, Sunrider's struggling like a catfish out of water. Meanwhile, Not Clinton Kakaten is just sailing on by.
Crikey, that overtake by Sunrider was smoother than a coldie on a hot summer day.
Well, from what I've seen on the oval tracks, that's how the big leagues play. But I gotta admit, this is next level.
Oh, the chase is on. Not Clinton Kakaten's breathing down the neck of Richard Rossier.
One important aspect here is choosing the right braking points. Not Clinton Kakaten needs to be precise to avoid overshooting and losing valuable time.
Mate, Not Clinton Kakaten's creeping up on Richard Rossier like a dingo on a picnic. Must have tweaked that brake bias a touch to the rear.
That's a great effort from Not Clinton Kakaten. They need to keep up the pressure and see if they can make a move.
A couple car lengths might not sound like much, but when you've got Not Clinton Kakaten breathing down your neck, it feels like a bloody eternity. Richard Rossier is burning rubber like there's no tomorrow. Not Clinton Kakaten needs to show some ticker if they want to close that gap.
Well, Rob, as we say in North Carolina, the race ain't over till the checkered flag. Let's see if Not Clinton Kakaten has some tricks up their sleeve. You ain't whistling Dixie, Rob. Richard Rossier is putting on a show that's sure to keep the crowd on the edge of their seats.
Not Clinton Kakaten is on fire in the last sector.
They're not leaving anything on the table.
Richard Rossier is placed first at the moment. They are hoping to keep their distance ahead of Not Clinton Kakaten, who is 0.6 seconds behind.
I tell you what, Richard Rossier is putting on a clinic out there. Protecting that spot like it's the last piece of Mama's fried chicken.
And there it is. Richard Rossier has completed the race in first place, setting a blistering pace that none of the other drivers could match. Impressive second place finish for Not Clinton Kakaten.
Intense race, but Not Clinton Kakaten held their nerve and earned a great second place.
Excellent focus from Sunrider to secure a fantastic third place on the podium.
Impressive driving to secure that spot.
Renopa 99 in fourth. Finishing 5th is Megasaurus 55. Mr. Bang claims 6th. Seventh sees Smells Like We. You've joined us on a breezy day here at Mosport 2023, as we're getting ready to get things underway. Mr. Bang will be looking to convert their pole position into a win. The flag makes its descent, and our tale begins. Like a kangaroo in a pickup truck, it's a jolty start fraught with potential pitfalls.
These first moments can set the tone for the rest of the race. It's all about keeping a clear head and making smart decisions.
These early salvos will shape the outcome of this race. The tension is palpable here. No one will want to make a crucial mistake on the first lap. The stewards will be hoping that there aren't too many incidents for them to pick over when the dust settles on this one. They say the early bird catches the worm, and smells like we is proving it today, snatching up positions right from the get-go.
Yeah, every place helps, and that put them in a very strong position now.
And in second place, we have Smells Like We.
And they are looking to start the race on the medium's tire compound.
Smells Like We is holding down the fort in second place.
Big things expected for Smells Like We today.
You wouldn't read about it. Mr. Bang is putting a fair whack of space between them and Megasaurus 55.
Yeah, Rob, Mr. Bang's really hitting the gas, but can Megasaurus 55 kick it into high gear and catch up?
Oh, the frustration must be building for Mr. Bang. They've just lost first position to Megasaurus 55 and they're going to have to work hard to get it back.
It's like a barn dance shuffle. Mr. Bang's gotta find their partner and quick step back into line, while Megasaurus 55's leading the dance with flair.
Oi, Megasaurus 55, might want to chuck AUEY. With Sunrider that close, you'd think you owed them money. And between us, I know a bit about that.
Man, Megasaurus 55's defense is tighter than a quarterback sneak in the final seconds.
Righto, and here, it's looking like a cricket bowler defending the last wicket. It's a battle of wills out there, each driver trying to outsmart and outmaneuver the other.
If things go wrong between Smells Like We and Mr. Bang, they could be exchanging more than just paint, like maybe a strongly worded post-race chat.
This is where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion and claim victory?
With Sunrider on the hunt, Megasaurus 55 better not blink. Every split second counts in this tango.
The crowd is on its feet as Mr. Bang chases down Smells Like We through the S's. The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this. And Richard Rossier has just won the place from Megasaurus 55. What do you think, Hal? Are there any specific factors that could lead to a driver losing concentration during a race?
There are several factors, Rob. Fatigue, stress, changing track conditions, or even issues within the team can all contribute to a lapse in concentration. It's essential for drivers to stay mentally resilient and adapt to these challenges.
Struth. If not Clinton Kakaten gets any closer to Megasaurus 55, they'll be asking to share a meat pie. Watch them duel it out at Moss Corner. Struth. Not Clinton Kakaten's taken a bit of a tumble down the order to 7th. Must have missed the memo. The race is really heating up. Megasaurus 55 is hunting down Richard Rossier with everything they've got. Things are looking as crook as Rookwood for Megasaurus 55, lagging behind Richard Rossier and the gap stretching out like a long country road. They'll need to find some extra grunt to flip this situation. Alright, I've got to ask, ever tried Vegemite?
Tried it once. Reminded me of NASCAR rubber mixed with axle grease. But hey, to each their own.
There's a storm brewing, and it's got Richard Rossier's name on it. Sunrider, batten down the hatches, it's coming for you. The gap between Richard Rossier and Sunrider is growing. It's now up to 0.8 seconds. Tell me, mate, ever tried doing a burnout in a ute? It's bloody bonza.
A ute? You guys and your funny names. That's just a pickup, right? Trust me, I burned more rubber than you've had shrimp on the Barbie.
Mr. Bang seems to be putting the pressure on not Clinton Kakaten.
I might have said this before, but dog, bone, you know the rest.
Oh, things are getting intense for Mr. Bang. They're sandwiched between and not Clinton Kakaten, navigating this high-speed battleground. The gap to the car ahead is 0.1 seconds, while the car behind is only 0.1 seconds away. We often hear drivers complaining about tire graining. Hal, can you explain what that means and how it affects car handling?
Graining occurs when small rubber particles roll up on the tire's surface, reducing grip and negatively affecting handling. It usually happens when the tires are not in their optimal temperature window or when a driver is pushing too hard on a cold or overworked tire.
There's no escape now. Richard Rossier is breathing fire and has locked onto Sunrider's tail.
The gap between them is just over 0.5 seconds. Who will have the speed and skill to come out on top?
It's pedal to the metal for Richard Rossier, while Sunrider's still flipping through the radio channels.
Definitely, but there's still a long way to go in this race, and anything can happen. Richard Rossier needs to keep driving with focus and intensity.
You know, mate, I was chatting with some of the pit crew. Incident alert. Stone the crows. Not Clinton Kakaten's off in the bush again. Someone get him a map and compass. Struth, Sunrider's lap time slower than a roo with a limp. Wonder if they've had a few too many frothies last night? Richard Rossier's not waiting around to find out. Blimey, not Clinton Kakaten is closing in on Smells Like they owe them money. This duel is going to light up Clayton Corner.
This is what makes motor racing so exciting. The tension is high and the stakes are even higher. Who will take home the victory? It's too close to call.
Smells Like wants to get into not Clinton Kakaten's slipstream.
Can they make it past without taking the paint off?
Who needs speed dating when you've got Sunrider chasing down Richard Rossier this eagerly? Move over Tinder. This is how you swipe right at 100 miles per hour.
This is where every inch counts. Sunrider is pushing hard to close the gap on Richard Rosier. Absolutely, precision and control are key here. Knowing when to push and when to hold back can be the difference between winning and losing.
Sunrider's giving it a red-hot go, but can't seem to muster the pace to keep up with Richard Rosier. It's like chasing a roux on a motorbike. Remember when Mr. Bang was on the pace? Neither do I, kinda like my recollection of last Friday night. Crikey, Mr. Bang is losing touch with smells like weed quicker than a kangaroo on a trampoline. You ever wonder, Rob, how much preparation goes into each race weekend? It's not just about the driver, but the hundreds behind the scenes, making every little detail count.
Oh, absolutely. The hours spent in the simulator, the mechanics working overnight on those tweaks. Racing is as much about team spirit and dedication as it is about speed on the track. It's a collective masterpiece.
Oh, this is getting intense. Sunrider is just a few car lengths behind Richard Rosier.
The gap between them is now just over 0.8 seconds. Who will come out on top?
The gap between Sunrider and Richard Rosier is expanding faster than a bull's waistline. It's now a whopping 0.9 seconds. Richard Rosier's got the tail tighter than a kangaroo in a hammock. If Sunrider is gonna make a pass, they'll have to buy them a drink first.
That's right. Richard Rosier is showing some great form, and it looks like Sunrider won't be able to catch up, barring any mistakes.
Impressive driving from Richard Rosier, who has managed to extend their lead over Sunrider. They are walking away at this point. Does Sunrider have anything in reserve? Or are they saving their car for a final push?
Well, Rob, it's like they say, slow and steady wins the race. But in this case, it seems like slow and steady might just be too slow. Will Sunrider be able to find that extra gear and catch up to Richard Rosier? Or will they end up saving their car for nothing and run out of gas at the finish line?
You know, back in Oz, we have a saying, flat out like a lizard drinking. That's exactly what Richard Rosier is doing right now.
I've always wondered, what's that even mean? Lizards, drinks, racing? Y'all have a wild imagination down under.
The gap might be more than a second, but Richard Rosier is showing persistence. Kind of like me trying to open a pickle jar. Keep at it, and something's got to give. Bloody oath, Richard Rosier is flat out like a lizard drinking, gnawing into the gap to Renault 99 down to a scant 1.0 seconds.
Now, ain't that something? Richard Rosier is right on it. Just needs to keep the pedal to the metal to tailgate Renault 99.
In a race where seconds count, Mr. Bang is counting on less of them between themselves and smells like weed. Much like I'm counting on less seconds until lunchtime. I tell you what, Mr. Bang has got more problems than a maths book right now. Smells like we is leaving them in a cloud of dust. With every twist and turn, Richard Rosier is shadowing Renault 99, waiting to pounce like a lion on the hunt. Fair dinkum, Richard Rosier is getting a wriggle on. The gap to Renault 99 is now down to a whisker at 0.8 seconds. You'd reckon not Clinton Kakaten was tracing the shadows of ancient Dreamtime stories with that sprawling distance ahead. It's a trek that rivals the tales of old bunyip chasers.
Feels like they're chasing moonshine dreams in broad daylight, doesn't it? But every now and then, the dream becomes real.
The gap between Not Clinton Kakaten and Megasaurus 55 is getting smaller.
Holy smokes, Not Clinton Kakaten's extracting every ounce of horsepower from that power unit. They're tailing Megasaurus 55 tighter than a belt after Thanksgiving dinner.
Richard Rossier's in an exciting position at second. They've been maintaining pace for a few laps now, and with the leader just within a whisper's distance, things are heating up.
Absolutely, I think you would say it's tighter than a kangaroo in a sleeping bag up there. But yeah, every little decision now is crucial. One slip from the leader and our champ in second might just steal that top spot.
Gee whiz, Richard Rossier's getting some solid torque out of those corners. They must have figured out the perfect throttle control while trail braking. Tell ya what, Renault 99's defending harder than a roo with the last Tim Tam. Richard Rossier's gonna have to pull something special out of the bag. Richard Rossier is locked in, mate. It's like watching a kangaroo chasing down that last bit of green in the outback. Every move is calculated, every turn precise.
You said it, Rob. Over here, it'd be like a quarterback eyeing that end zone in the final seconds. Richard Rossier is hungry for that top spot, and you can feel it.
Richard Rossier has just put in a faster lap than Renault 99, so that's going to give them something to worry about.
Whoa, Nelly, Richard Rossier's laying down some naughty numbers. Renault 99, you need a cold shower after that?
This is a thrilling moment in the race, with Renault 99 in first defending their position with everything they've got. But Richard Rossier is relentless, and the gap is less than 0.2 seconds. It's anyone's position at this point.
Yeah, Richard Rossier is likely going to be sniffing up the inside of Renault 99 as they come into Mario Andretti straightaway.
Look at that gap. It's smaller than the difference between Vegemite and Marmite at this point. Richard Rossier in second is giving the leader no room to breathe.
Mate, it's so close. I reckon Richard Rossier can tell what brand of deodorant the leader's wearing. The next few laps are going to be pure, unadulterated racing magic.
Oi, Richard Rossier's chassis balance is on point today. They're handling bumps and curbs smoother than a croc sliding into water. Renault 99's got a battle ahead.
Now this is what I call some high-octane excitement. Both drivers pedal down, looking to grab the brass ring.
It's a battle of wills out there, with Smells Like We trying to outsmart and outmaneuver Not Clinton Kakaten. The gap is slowly closing, but time is running out. Will we see a dramatic finish to this race?
Good lord, at this rate, Smells Like We's gonna finish this race in the afterlife. Hope they got good insurance.
Here's the thing about racing, sometimes it's not just about speed. It's about pressure, mind games, and this, right here, is a masterclass from Richard Rossier. Sticking so close to the leader, making him constantly aware of the imminent threat.
Spot on. It's like a shark circling its prey. The leader knows it, we know it, and by the looks of it, Richard Rossier is ready for the kill.
Would ya look at that? Richard Rossier's thrown down the gauntlet. Renault 99, you gonna pick that up or just admire the view from behind?
Sweet tea on a hot day. Richard Rossier's laying it down track style. Renault 99, you watching those rear views?
It's a game of cat and mouse out there, with Not Clinton Kakaten trying to find the perfect opportunity to make a move on Megasaurus 55. The gap is over a second, but every fraction counts. Can Not Clinton Kakaten close in enough to mount a challenge? Reminds me of two wombats fighting for the best burrow. Close, intense, and unpredictable.
Oh, this is gripping. With every lap, Richard Rosier is drawing closer to that lead spot. They're both battling tire to tire.
If I were the leader, I'd be checking my mirrors every blink of an eye. Stone the Crows. Richard Rossier's going faster than a roux on the hop. Renault 99's gotta step up their game now.
Giddy up. Looks like Richard Rosier's kicking the dust up. Renault 99 better buckle up and respond.
Well, butter my bread and call it a sandwich. Not Clinton Kakatan's not letting Megasaurus 55 have all the fairy bread at this party. Watch out, Megasaurus 55, he's coming for your Tim Tams, mate.
As we say in North Carolina, if the porch light's on, someone's home. And not Clinton Kakatan's making it known. He's right there, waiting to make his move on Megasaurus 55.
G'day viewers, if you're just tuning in, you've picked a ripper of a moment. Richard Rossier is in second and they're tailgating the leader. This is edge of your seat stuff.
You bet, Rob. It's like the leader's got a drop bear in the rearview mirror, lurking, waiting for that perfect moment to drop. Richard Rosier is surely smelling opportunity here.
Remember when we thought Richard Rossier had peaked? Think again, they're harnessing every bit of downforce and it's making Renault 99's mirrors awfully busy.
I reckon Richard Rosier's dialed in their camber settings. They're getting a much better contact patch on the tires, gaining on Renault 99 with every twist and turn.
This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
It's a battle for position as not Clinton Cockadon tries to make a move on Megasaurus 55. This is what racing is all about.
Oi, not Clinton Kakadan has just whipped out a blinder of a lap. Faster than Megasaurus 55. Bet that's gonna ruffle some feathers. We've certainly seen some of the drivers get it wrong today.
Anyone lost can just follow the trail of skid marks. I hear it's the latest form of GPS navigation.
Let's hope the other drivers don't follow suit. We might end up with a bumper car race instead of a high-speed competition.
At least we'd have something to fall back on if we ever get bored of regular racing. Bumper cars might be the next big thing.
Cricky, Renault 99's got more ground to cover than I do at the family barbecue when Auntie Sharon's had one too many. Good luck, mate.
Well, butter my biscuit. Renault 99's hanging back like they're waiting for an inheritance. But ain't nobody dying up front.
Hollywood couldn't script this better. Sunriders shadowing Renault 99, waiting for the slightest misstep. The gap between Sunrider and Renault 99 is fading faster than the last rays of the outback sun.
Now this is what we call real racing. It's anyone's race, wide open as a Carolina sky. Who's gonna step up and take us to victory lane?
They're going for the same piece of tarmac. Sparks are flying as they battle for position, daring each other to brake later and go deeper into the corners.
You said it, Rob. The different lines they're taking demonstrate their strategic thinking. It's fascinating to see how they adapt their approaches to gain an advantage.
This is where the true champions shine, and Richard Rossier is certainly showing their class in the final sector.
It takes a special kind of driver to perform under pressure like this. Richard Rosier has certainly risen to the occasion.
It's all over. Richard Rossier has claimed victory in this race with a stunning drive that will be remembered for years to come. Clearly at the top of their game right now.
What a result for Richard Rosier. They'll be absolutely thrilled with that performance, and rightly so. They really put in the work and it's paid off in spades.
A nail-biting finish, but Renault 99 claims second place.
Brilliant. Renopa 99 showed great skill and determination to take second place.
Impressive drive from Sunrider to claim the final spot on the podium. Fourth and fifth is not Clinton Kakaten and Megasaurus 55. In sixth, it smells like wee. Mr. Bang brings home seventh.